So we've got our second video for Ecce Romani, chapter 39. The first one talked about place. This is going to address time and some clues we can use in Latin to help translating that from pages 121 and 122 in the chapter. A lot of this is going to be review and stuff that we've seen in various contexts before. Now we're just putting it all in one place. Sometimes we can express time using prepositions. So the two most prevalent ones we've seen, post and ante, meaning after and before, respectively. Both of those prepositions take the accusative case, so you'll see a noun or adjective or both in the accusative case after either one of those, and obviously they're showing temporality. Something happens after, something happens before. Sometimes we can just put nouns or adjectives or phrases in the accusative, and that shows us how long something takes place. This is called the accusative of duration of time. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as the accusative of extent of time, or time how long, because that's the question that it's answering. How long did something happen? Multos annos, for many years. We saw that in chapter 39. Totum diem, for the whole day. These expressions are quite common. We just throw things in the accusative, and often in your translation you're going to see that word for, F-O-R. How long did something happen? For this amount of time, for this span of time. So that's one case construction for time. Another is the ablative. So if we put things in the ablative, there are two different constructions which are pretty closely aligned. There's the ablative of time when. We've been dealing with that for quite some time. And then also the ablative of time within which. So phrases like aistata, in summer, prima luca, at dawn, idibus martiis, on the Ides of March. Those are ablatives of time when. When does something happen? It expresses a general time. The ablative of time within which has a sentiment of some kind of motion of time, not for how long, but approaching something. So in a short time, in 3 days, or in 3 months, on the third day. Those expressions, which are still in the ablative, are technically referred to as ablative of time within which, but obviously, like we said, very closely related to the ablative of time when. So we have prepositions, we have the accusative of time how long, and then we have the ablative of time when, or the ablative of time within which. Lastly, and this is on page 122, there are various adverbs that can show temporality. So words like cross, tomorrow, hodie, today, hairy, yesterday, yam as now, or nunc also as now, and then ab hinc plus the accusative means X amount ago. So ab hinc tres dies we've seen recently, 3 days ago. These are some very frequent adverbs that we'll see. There are others, but a subset of adverbs that we call temporal adverbs. They have to do with time. So all of these different ways express time. We've been seeing them for quite a lot in Ecce Romani 1 and Ecce Romani 2. We should be pretty used to it, but now we're just consolidating these all together. To get some practice, especially with those accusative and ablative constructions, take a look at exercise 39D on page 122, and it will give you a good feel for how to use those and how we see those in translation.